Today I'm finally sharing with you one of my favorite pieces of Trackmania history, and that is the abandoned Chinese Trackmania server. That is a real thing, and I forgive you if you haven't heard about it, because this is something that Ubisoft Nadeo launched in 2020, and shortly thereafter had to shut down due to very low player counts. Trackmania never quite got the appeal there, but there are still some artifacts from this time that remain, such as leaderboards that you can see here, some tracks the players built. Today we're going to check it all out. Another thing that is really unique is that the Trackmania Chinese server still has the original 2020 physics. So we get to experience the game as players did when it first launched. And that to me is very special. Alright, so we are in the main menu now. I don't understand Chinese, but I do recognize this button, and that means play offline. That is because the master server is now offline, so there would have been a track of the day button here where you could play the tracks of the day. You have the fall campaign of 2020, that is the last campaign that was added. You have the training tracks in here, and then you would have had the ability to play online in different ways here with the track of the days. Oh, I was hoping maybe the images of them could load, you know, but I think we're gonna start, guys, by playing some track of the days. I have been sent the month of October 2020 track of the days by Zai, a community member, so we're gonna check those out and see what track of the days were like in the China server back then. Guys, let's just pick at random. I don't really know which order these are in. I'm trying to pick a shorter map to start. You know, it is interesting. These guys were kind of on their own island in terms of mapping standards. They just wanted to build what they thought was fun. And a lot of those tracks are now very unique in comparison to what we see on the main game. So here we have some full speed, but full speed with anti-boosters, not very common. And we go through another loop. And okay, this is a cute, like, online server map. But look at the visuals in the back, the stadium with the red colors. It's actually very nice. Maybe something that they could do for, you know, Elite Cups if they add the country that is the theme of the track into the stadium itself. The dragon especially looks so cool on this big banner over here. I do also want to repeat, we are on 2020 physics, so you will not notice that many differences on road, but if we get ice, which I believe we will, then you'll see quite a lot of changes. On road, the only change is acceleration penalty. I actually want to show you this because it's so absurd what we had to play Trackmania with in the beginning. That's author time, by the way. Pretty strong author time. If you crashed on this game, look. Like, it doesn't speed you up at all on boosters. This is supposed to take you to like 200. But even if across a booster, if you've grazed a wall just before, like, it's basically nothing. That's 170, and without slowing down a bit, 270. So like, we would have rounds, right, where you barely touch, say, the arch of a checkpoint, or you clip something like this corner as you're going through something, and that just gives you acceleration penalty and you were doomed. A cute first track to start us off. I thought this one looked crazy. A6F1. Players who have bold map designs, you know, are really the ones I want to seek out here. Oh, that's ice. Oh my god, okay. That's an ice booster, and guys, ice boosters used to be more powerful back in the day than they are now. So they speed you up a ton. That was also a bug that used to exist, that if you had icy tires from driving across something, then went on to a booster, the booster would be an icy booster, even if it was anything else. And that basically made some campaign records unbeatable afterwards. These signs are also nice, man. I gotta say, like, the visuals in this game are really, really beautiful. A very long track here, though. I sense we could maybe shortcut somewhere. But let's first see what we end up with here. Yeah, silver medal with the detour. Are we gonna shortcut a map in an abandoned game just for the fun of it? Because they did give us reactor boosters, and the first checkpoint is very far. Here, not so much, but maybe to the finish. Because you get a reactor here, and there are no checkpoints until... Okay, we gotta look at this. So, I wish the leaderboards still remain, but, you know, they're tied to the server, and the server's offline. The only leaderboards we have are some screenshots. And, oh guys, let this be a lesson as well in data preservation. I had access to the server actually way back in like 2020 late. I did not record or save or take screenshots or download any of it. And now it's gone. And, you know, this was a very rarely visited place. And for me who really would want to preserve it, I should have done so before it was too late. Oh, that's good. I was trying to control the reactor as best I could. I saved 1 second only. What do we get? We do get the author time with the first shortcut, but I did want to look in the end if I could do an ending shortcut too. I should have looked at this before I went, but yeah, the idea would be maybe something similar, like get reactor up and then fly. See, that is very hard, but it saves like 3 seconds. I already suspect we probably beat the China server record, but just to be sure, let's do both shortcuts here. No. Oh my god, that was a very clean finish though, wow. It's gonna be hard to do both, but I was behind by 2 seconds, so let's see what we can do. Oh my. That's a downhill angle. Okay, come on. Yeah. Oh my god, it almost had the perfect direct finish, but I'll take that. That was a really satisfying run, like. Shame that it didn't get the exact corner finish, but the first flight was beautiful, landing in the downhill. Got a bump, bumps are welcome, and then you can try to control the flight. Yeah, just a tiny off angle. But it's alright. Okay, save the replay and let's go next map. Alright, that was a very fun start. This looks like a lull track. Let's go to this one next. I have like no plans today. I'm just enjoying some ancient Trackmania tracks and ancient physics, and hopefully we get to see some ice. Oh my god, the block usage too. It's very nostalgic for me to see all these things. Alright, how's it gonna be? Okay, I'm not noticing a huge change just in one ice slide. Not a huge change. Maybe it's a little heavy is my first impression. Okay, oh, we have bobsled, I saw that too. What's this gonna be like? Yeah, you have to smooth steer. I'm trying to tap my analog keyboard and reactor. And that's a finish. Oh, first try author medal. Okay, this does get me curious to like go to one of the training tracks and check out the ancient ice physics. This version of ice. Yeah, I don't think. I don't think. But I'm trying to compute what I just experienced. Typically now we set up ice slides with brake taps, but I don't think that's how you want to do it here, because that felt slow. Nah, but the speed gain in bobsleigh is ridiculous. I just tried to smooth steer and I gained, oh, so much speed. You have icy tires, which I didn't know back in the day, but they make you steer sharper. It's also very fun to play these physics with more knowledge than before, right? Like now I have full knowledge of quantum slides and I have full knowledge of, well, I used to have full knowledge of ice wiggles and all that stuff. Maybe if I relearned it, we could use it here. Reactors, I feel I know more, so it's just like What if I was this good back then, you know? That's the feeling I'm sitting with. Oh my god, this was track of the day? They beat Nadeo to the Troll Cup of the Days? Wow. I'm gonna fly out here. But I am brave, full speed 1000. Oh, it's reactor, okay. Well then we're fine, but look at acceleration penalty, how long it takes to accelerate you back up. Like once the acceleration starts happening again, okay, then it's fine, but... It might actually be faster here because of acceleration penalty to try to avoid the wall hit, like slamming the wall once before the turn. Alright, this is last lap. Wonder how we're doing in comparison to the Ottermel. But this is, guys, this is a mild track, I think, for the server, because I came across some videos where people were playing on an online server, and the stuff they had to play was just completely diabolical. That is indeed Otter. Perfect landing. Number 4. 1, 2, 3 are missing. No, that does not look like it. We don't have Open Planet. We don't have the plugins to look for the finish. Oh, okay. 16 seconds. I knew it had to be close. Can we just do this? Not quite. Maybe you do need the full? That looks way too high. You have to wait. That's gold. I think the author knew this. Also, I forgot to reset the green timer, but I think you guys just like it counting, even if what it counts is without meaning. Still no author time. Who drove this? Oh, can't see the author here. Only from main menu. Okay, there we go. That is... yeah, that's it. That is exact, actually. I was about to say, if that wasn't author medal, we'd be cooked. It's like perfect low jump full speed with some reactor training already. We're already noticing, guys, that they really like the reactor boosters. Like, yeah, look at this map. Let's quickly check out this one. Alright, so we're starting with the helicopter drop into a ramp. And then reactor on the wall into like a corkscrew type loop. I don't even know. We're really struggling to avoid this wall hug, I think. But look at the road on the sides. Like, are you seeing how this is twisting and turning? This is the type of creativity I wish more people had for maps. Just like, oh, I want to build what I'm inspired to build, regardless what others think. Aha, I missed this. I get that maps like these though are a bit maybe a bit confusing, but oh, still very cool, although confusing to watch, I think. Around here, wait, it's 2 laps I just noticed as well. Bro, this is crazy for 2020, no? Ahead of its time. This track of the day would send Reddit into a meltdown, I can tell you. Surviving, getting author time, etc, etc. Like, this would not go well over with some people in the community. And it's 2 laps. So after all this, there's still 1 more lap. That has to be multi-lap, right? Not yet? Really? Wait, sorry, how long is this map? There's the lap, okay. Wait, let's see here. Oh my god, bronze medal is 9 minutes. I think that puts author time around 4.5. After crashing and flying out a lot, if I just find the path now without respawns, I think we kind of should be good, but let's see. With acceleration penalty, I definitely want to avoid those wall hugs, because they kind of trap you. Once you first get into a wall hug, it's very hard to get out of one. And then very slow. Like, very slow. I'm still accelerating too much. Again slow. And then up left. Oh! No, this is crazy. The author time is bound to be crazy too, I think. Can definitely do a better second lap. Oh. Yeah, okay. At 2:33. I think with a good second lap, I get like a 2-minute flat. And slow down. I slowed down, I thought I did. I mean, they basically just put a trial map in Track of the Day. Alright, we're coming up to the finish line. I am curious how we will fare against the author time. I've had 5 respawns, maybe? It's a sub 5. I think it's only gold though. It's author. Okay, wow. Not as crazy as I thought it was gonna be then, but still pretty crazy map. I mean, visually things like these, just they look really crazy. They're not that good to drive, but that's a cool concept still to build. I gotta applaud the mapper for that. So here it looks like we just have a simple dirt track. Now, a couple of things were not so known back then. Outside dirt in Trackmania 2020 was not always known to be faster, and also no slides at high speeds. So this is already quite the impressive speed check to start off a map. Yeah, like that's not easy. Not at all what I was expecting here. I do make it now without penalty. Okay, reactor to No, but like you can tell that players were really good. Because how else do you build this if you don't have the skill to drive it, right? You can only get maybe 5 more speed than that. Nah, you can no slide, okay. A bit of no sliding, that's easier, and you skip the anti-boost and things start going your way very quickly. Is that author time? I skipped the entire anti-boost and still not author time. We've not yet found an author medal too strong. But this is close. I mean, if it's like I drive a 0.3 faster run now and we still don't get it, then the mapper's done really well. 0.4 here. I had a good approach into the wall ride too, and inside jump to the finish. I mean, that felt very strong. 0.8 faster, yeah. It was about to start, but really cool map too. I like that. I can see that being fun to hunt in Track of the Day. Alright, but this looks kind of professional with custom items and stuff. Yeah, this looks very Track of the Day like with the roads. These typically had a lot of potential for shortcuts back in the day when people built with these, because you could quite easily get over the walls and like tumble down the hill. And I am seeing that like the checkpoints are very seldom placed here. And then there's long turns without them. So maybe something to look for, but I also saw the bronze was like 3 minutes, so these tracks are very long. That's also something we see. Magnet, okay, very fast here. I'm gonna trust the mapper and go full speed. Okay. Oh my god. Sometimes mappers give you a lot of speed just to bait you with like a slow part again. I didn't actually see that so much here. Any finish here soon? We've been driving for a very long time, it feels like. Will there be a finish? Appearing somewhere. I mean, I like the concept. Maybe a bit repetitive though is the feedback here for the mapper. Well, that's first try author. I kind of wanted it to be slow so we could look for like an overwall here perhaps. I mean, that thing I think just works. I don't know, maybe these are not that easy to climb. Oh, but you can clip here. Oh, and then you get this one, and then you... Oh. Wait, actually, guys, I kind of want to do this. There's a sick shortcut route here. If you can get over this wall... Maybe actually like this? And then you can maybe pick up the checkpoint that's down there while climbing over the next wall at the same time. I want to quickly scout the rest to see. I mean, here looks like we have an almost obvious jump over, but there's checkpoints. I don't think so anymore. Nothing here. 2 checkpoints there. This one. Wow, and the mapper has kind of given us another shortcut towards the finish, I think. Okay, I'll see if I'm brave enough to try that when I get there. We're again just gonna tumble and hope for the best. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, okay. And now? Minus 6.2. The less crashes there, the better. Oh, look how slow we are. No. Why have I done this to a beautiful run? I forget where it's at, but there is one last shortcut idea, right? And it's here somewhere? Yeah, it's here. Alright, go for it. And okay, we actually land both shortcuts with a 159. I want to do one more run. Okay. Lock in. We do not have the splits anymore, guys, because I had to reboot my game. But I can tell you guys that this is -2, -3 seconds of my 159. Great speed kept through here. Ooh. And then set up for speed so we can get the last shortcut over the wall here. Oh my god, it's a 149. 10 seconds faster than my previous. Not the best, but still good enough. Very hard to get both shortcuts. I like this map though, with those tricks. I think we'll take that time. Okay, start green timer, and let's see what this is about. This looks very short. We can already see the finish. Oh, a little like, trial thing? Have I played this? Like, this looks so familiar. This looks like Nations Forever. Is it the roll-in video? That would make a lot of sense, actually. Yeah, I think it is. Wait, guys, this is crazy. What a find this is. So, there was a video on YouTube by Rollin that blew up just around this time. This one, what does it feel like to achieve perfection in Trackmania? I think this is exactly what we're playing, like downhill, around a curved turn, another one, and then you balance on the beam. Yeah, this is the Wow, so they must have seen this. They must have seen this and decided to recreate it on the China server. No, it just looked so familiar, guys. Like, it's maybe not something you build. It's not something you just build. Like, it looks like it's trying to replicate something in its design. But yeah, we did beat the auto time just now. Oh, it's just, wow, I can't get over that. Let's try to do one more improvement with a cleaner run. Nice turn. Okay, still far from perfect, but 2 extra hundredths go a long way on a map like this. I mean, very cool to see an actual remake from the China server. Very cool. I enjoyed this. Alright guys, so I've had a look around and I think this here might be the crown jewel of the China server maps. I mean, look at this thing. The scenery, the effort, with like the beacon laser firing into the sky, the symmetrical ring scenery here, like this is a lot of effort. Very beautiful track. It's called Floating, and we're gonna just try to discover it on our own without a GPS, but this looks incredible. Oh, and that's already a big speed check. I need to go again. Yeah, now I'm fast enough, and what follows? I saw a red arrow to the right. Oh wow, okay. Small reactor float across. There we are. Yeah, we need to keep all the speed. Good call on the respawns. Okay, we're going down a tunnel. Oh, that's one left. This is such sick design, no? Through here... Oh, I released. I'm probably actually doomed here, or? Yeah, I am. But yeah, this truly makes me feel like, what did we lose out on by Trackmania not taking off in China? I can totally understand Nadeo's decision to push for the game there and launch it there and stuff. Like, if this game really struck a nerve there, you get an influx of maybe 10 million players. But it is also different from racing games that have done well there, I know. Like, Kart Rider is one of them. It is huge in the east. Oh. So we got slalom downhill now. And is that the finish? No. Or maybe it is, but I missed it. It is the finish, wow. So you float up into the middle at the end. Yeah, absolutely sick track, honestly. I think it's a little bit too difficult to get track of the day on the main game, but the design effort and everything, it's just really beautiful to see. I thought I kept good speed here, but it's only equal with PB. Need to gain it in the end. I'm gonna hit cam 3 in preparation of the cam not switching, and gold. Yeah, I thought this might be a strong author time. Here I didn't crash. See, this is a start. Got less airtime by landing on the dirt ridge on the side, and now minus 38. Okay. That speed just carries. It just carries. Don't miss. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, 35:42. I am very curious now what the author time was exactly, because that took a very good run. Wow, though, stunning scenery for this map. Cam 1 here doesn't really do it justice, but the effort that went into this is just remarkable. And a well-deserved track of the day. The other ones were maybe a bit troll, but this one was beautiful. And yeah, jump into Finn. Let's quickly check what the author time was. Wow, 35:45. I only beat it by 300ths. So this one I don't think a lot of people got when it was track of the day, but yeah. It looks really sick in the map editor to see it like this too. So I think for physics changes, I'm gonna do a full video dedicated to that stuff, but for now I want to show you guys these relics I found of the past. So you have Baba Froga on YouTube making a video about the track of the days of the first week. These are maps I no longer have access to. Baba Froga called these maps pretty bad and low effort and stuff, and said that he didn't then hunt them so much for good runs, but you can see it's a lot of the same stuff with like crazy roads and trying to make you crash everywhere. Seems to be like the general design philosophy of a lot of these tracks. You also have a lot of videos on Billy Billy. This is the Chinese variant of YouTube where a lot of stuff is posted. And I found this VOD of a tournament called the Huya Cup, which is the tournament that Nadeo helped organize at the start of this game coming out. And so we are seeing some records here and some runs by the best players at that time. But yeah, you can see that the skill is pretty good. I mean, only a few months into the game and in a region it's not really played at all, and these guys are getting along great. So here is the Huya Cup standings. We can see that Hoku was maybe the GOAT at the start. Sushana is also a very known Chinese community member. And overall, 32 participants, pretty good. This, guys, is one of my favorite Trackmania videos on the entire internet. It's a guy playing on an online server, and he's playing the maps that are there, and this is maybe a better reflection of the average map on China server back then. So apparently you're just going full speed into a wall, there's another red booster down this hill, and our poor fellow here is grossly struggling to make any progress on the track. I'm skipping ahead a bit and he's just flying off. He finally manages to stop. He has a chance at the second booster now, and he flies off again. And for the entire 3 minutes, guys, he does not successfully complete a run. Unfortunate for our protagonist. But he goes to the next map. They skip and look at what they're playing. I wish I could teleport back in time and join the server and be a part of this. This is incredible. And I'm sure there's like 20 more tracks they played like this. And for those few months where this game was played actively by a small portion of the community, it must have been absolute vibes. He's going for the top fin. You gotta respect it, but I don't think he can get up. Alright, he goes for the jump. Oh, that was good. Boom! 5th place for Master Bruce, who again, I gotta applaud for uploading this footage because it was not his most impressive day on Trackmania. Alright guys, I think that is a pretty good introduction to the rabbit hole that is the Chinese Trackmania server. There's a couple more things to do. I have also a map pack of specifically LOL tracks that was sent to me, and because it's original physics, it would be fun to play some maps that are now broken and see if we can go up against the records on those maps. But that is all for now. Don't want to take too much of your time. I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this, even if it's a bit different and I was a bit sick. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Subscribe for more and let me know in the comments what you want to see. Now that we have this incredible treasure trove of things to do on the China server, let me know if there's anything you want to see. Bye bye guys.